My name is Syed Amin, and on behalf of Academic Operations, Division of Examination, I'm going to help you understand about what engineering minors actually are. So, to understand this, I want you all to pay attention and listen to each and every word carefully.
What is engineering minor?
So, engineering minors are the elective courses in engineering that will help you enhance your competency in already established field or any emerging field.
Is it possible to study related courses of a same engineering area?
Imagine if you could study a number of courses already of an emerging field, or if you wish to study a particular set of courses under a specific area of engineering. How would that be? Yes, it is absolutely possible with the right selection of area of engineering minor.
Will I be able to study courses of any other discipline?
Guys, you know what is the best part about engineering minors? Suppose you're a student of mechanical engineering and you want to study something related to programming. Yes, that is also possible with engineering minors. So, engineering minors will provide you an interdisciplinary approach. You can study the emerging domains of any other engineering fields apart from what you're studying right now.
What is the advantage of engineering minor?
So, engineering minors not only are helping you in developing your knowledge about engineering, widening the scope of curriculum, but also it is giving you a full freedom of deciding what has to be added in your curriculum as a minor.
How many courses will be there in an engineering minor basket?
So, guys, I believe by now, through the presentations given by your respective schools, you have come to understand what engineering minors actually are, and you also have understood that for every engineering minor area, there are six number of courses that you're going to study. In this polling, which is going to happen for the first time, you're going to select an area, and after that, the consecutive courses will be given to you in the respective semesters.
What is the criteria to get an additional certificate as minor?
Guys, I want to tell you one very important thing here, that a student completing a set of six courses chosen as engineering minor will be eligible for an extra certificate only if the total number of credits accumulated by him are equal to 18.
How can we choose our engineering minor area wisely?
Okay guys, so I want to advise you all about how can you choose these engineering minors wisely. For that, there are a couple of things that you all need to follow. Number one, you try to understand what is your area of interest. For example, if you are from computer science engineering or electronics engineering, you find out what is your area of interest under electronics. Next, if you are interested in some any other area, any other field, any other domain, find out what is your area of interest in that domain. Number three, you can also find out from talking to your faculties and also from browsing the internet that what are the emerging trends in engineering. You can also decide depending on that. So all these points you can take care of and then finalize what is the area that you're going to choose in the polling.
How do we use the interface of polling for engineering minors?
And guys, now I will let you know about how to use the interface of polling. For that, I have to go from here and take you to the interface directly. So let's meet there.
Once you log in into your UMS account, you need to go to UMS navigation, come all the way to Learning Management System LMS, and from there, Engineering Minor Area Preference. Once you click in here, you will see this interface opening. with all these components. I will explain you about all these tabs one by one. First of all, you will see these two tabs, user manual and allocation criteria. Once you click on this user manual, you will see a file has been downloaded, which is a PDF document. If I just open it, you will come to know that these are the instructions, step by step instructions that you can read prior to using this interface, and this will give you an idea about how you are going to use this interface. And let me just go back to the interface, and if I click on allocation criteria, again another file has been downloaded. Let me just click and open it. You will see the various allocation criteria that are being followed. Here you can see CGPA, test or ad hoc CGPA, whichever is applicable for you. So let's go back. Now let's come to this first selection. Now you can see there are these preferences written here. Preference 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now depending upon the number of areas, it will show you the options of number of areas being offered to you. In this case, you can see the number of areas being offered are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can select 5 preferences. Now there can be cases where the number of areas being offered are only 3. For that, the first 3 tabs will be active and the next 2 tabs will be frozen. That means if there are only 3 areas, these 2 tabs in the bottom, preference 4 and preference 5, will be frozen. Now for this case, you need to look at all these areas and select your preference. For example, I am selecting it as a first preference cyber security, second preference as machine learning, third preference as data science, fourth preference as Internet of Things, fifth preference as hardware security. Okay. Now before I submit, I can also look at the real time scenario at the time of polling. You can see here there is some information that you can get from this part. Let's take an example of hardware security here. If I look at this hardware security, I can see that 20 number of seats are being offered and 2 students have selected it as first preference. And the criteria that is being followed is CGPA criteria, and 10% of the seats have already been filled. So this will give me an idea about what is going on at the time of polling, a real time scenario. Now based on this real time scenario, if I want to change my preferences, I can also do that. And after you finalize all your preferences, you need to click on this submit button. Once you click it, you will see a CGPA distribution data wherein you will come to know the various CGPA ranges here and the preferences that are being selected. So depending upon your CGPA, where it is falling and how many preferences have already been taken for the respective areas, you can just have an idea about it before you finalize your decision. Now if you're okay with what you have selected, you can click on yes, else you can click on no. It will take you back to the previous page. You can again reshuffle your preferences, else you can click on yes, and this is going to be your final submission. Once you click on yes, you will see this message as area preferences successfully submitted, and your selected preferences will be shown here, and this is going to be the final preferences selected by you.
Before going for your polling, if you want to look at the details of what are the courses and the areas being offered to you, you can get the presentations that were shown to you in your EM sessions from a UMS link, which is right now appearing in this area of the screen. And you can follow this path and find out the respective presentations, go through it in a detailed way, and then decide for yourself. So guys, I hope you all understood about what I have been trying to tell you about the engineering minors and the interface. So all the best to all of you. Hope you all get the area of your choice and you take your decisions wisely.